This week in recruiting news in the upper Midwest, the latest Flintstone is finally starting to see the offers he deserves. A couple recent top out-of-towners who now call Indiana home have both decided where they will play college football. And a top 15 national offensive lineman from Alliance, Ohio is heading to the ACC. Now, that's just the tip of the iceberg in what we have for you in the latest installment of the State Champ Scout Show. Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the State Champ Scout Show. I'm your host, Dillon Morello, and this program is presented by Lorne Technological University. The Midwest's best-kept secret offers nearly 24 varsity-level NAIA collegiate athletic teams. Recruit yourself at LTUathletics.com. So besides a ton of recruiting news, Ryan Van Dyke has advice for you prospects on how to control the controllables in this week's Recruiting 101. We got a lot to get to, so let's get going. We'll begin this week in Ohio.
This is Allen Trieu with a look at recruiting news happening in the state of Ohio. Stephen Gales of Alliance has committed to Boston College, a massive prospect at 6'8", 290 pounds. The offensive tackle has high upside because of his frame and athletic ability from playing basketball. He's an interesting story because after dealing with injuries in 8th and 9th grade, Gales took the 10th grade year off of football before returning to the gridiron as a junior and earning scholarship offers from BC and Ball State. He chose the Eagles, he says, because of their diversity and culture. Chase Harrison, a quarterback out of Centerville, is committed to Marshall, giving the Thundering Herd's new head coach, Charles Huff, a foundation to build his first class. Harrison has been recruited since middle school and chose Marshall over an offer list that was into the double digits. The 6'3", 205-pound passer threw for 1,723 yards and 18 touchdowns as a junior. Huber Heights Wayne class of 2023 combo guard Laurent Rice has received an offer from Kansas State. The Wildcats are the second offer after Purdue was the first for the 6'3", 170-pound Rice. He is averaging 13.8 points per game as a sophomore. Rice has shown range from the outside and had several big outings this season, including a game-winning shot against Miamisburg. Cincinnati, Dayton, Indiana, and more are showing interest. Darren Peterson of Hartford is only in the class of 2025, but now has offers from Pittsburgh, St. John's, and Xavier, his first three, all coming very recently. The 6'4" Peterson has not decided where he will attend high school yet, but will begin his high school career already being talked about as a national recruit. He's shown the ability to score in a variety of ways, and his ball handling skills also make him a complete prospect. He is definitely a name to know for the future, and at least those three schools know it right now.
That's it for recruiting news this week. I'm Allen Trieu.
Did you record an unbelievable touchdown, a game-winning goal, or just a proud parent moment? Then we want your clip. Upload your video to the brand new State Champs Network app so we can feature it on one of our shows and give your player, team, and school the recognition they deserve. All it takes is just a few easy clicks, and every clip that is submitted will automatically be eligible for prizes. Download the State Champs Network app today for iPhone and Android devices. I'm Lorne Plant with what's shaking in the mitten. If you watch the MHSAA Boys Basketball Division III title game and his 37-point performance, and we're curious how Beecher's Keon Menefield Jr. wasn't a Mr. Basketball finalist, you weren't alone. But even more curious was how college coaches were sleeping on the latest Flintstone star. Menefield entered that game with just two offers, one at the Division I level from Cleveland State back in October. Less than a week into his tenure at Eastern Michigan, new head coach Stan Heath did his part to rectify that oversight, giving Menefield Jr. a second D1 offer. More offers are likely. When her number one supporter, her mom, told her to make her own decisions and do what's best for her, Lincoln Park senior hoop star Carrington Gordon paid attention. The 6-foot wing followed her instincts by committing to Central Michigan University, where the Chippewas will be looking for ways to make up the scoring lost with the early entry into the WNBA draft by Michaela Kelly. There's no question Gordon can score. She went on a binge of 4 straight 30-point games near the end of the season. She came back 3 days later and dropped a school record, boys or girls, 44 points in a 65-57 overtime win over the Jaguars in the district opener. Warren De La Salle's defensive force Will Beasley had plenty of opportunities to play football at the next level, but chose the one he considered to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, committing recently to play for Princeton. The 6', 205-pound hybrid outside linebacker and safety earned all-state and all-county honors as a junior, helping the Pilots to the Division II state finals, where he racked up 17 solo and 20 total tackles. Standing 6'1" with a 6'3" wingspan and great athleticism, Dearborn Divine Child's Lorenzo Vitti has a huge catch radius as a wideout, something that may not be as useful where he's going next, considering the offense. A two-way star for the Falcons, Vitti recently committed to play D1 college football at the run-happy U.S. Naval Academy. The midshipmen are more likely to employ Vitti's cover skills as a lockdown corner. After never missing a game in his 4-year career as a starter for Muskegon Reiths Puffer and earning all-league honors all 4 seasons, point guard Caleb Mitchelson personifies that ideal. The 6'2" senior recently committed to Aquinas, continuing an athletic career that saw him play in more than 80 varsity high school games, winning 47, ranking 6th all-time in Reiths Puffer program history in points with 949 and first in assists with 390. The pipeline of players from the Mitten heading to the Queen City continues as Kalamazoo Central free safety Sincere Lewis recently committed to Cincinnati. The 6'2", 195-pound Lewis had 43 tackles, 5 passes broken up, and an interception in just 5 games as a sophomore. Then had 60 tackles, 3 for loss, and 4 passes broken up in 7 games his junior season. Ranked as a 3-star prospect by the 24/7 Sports Composite, Lewis ranks among the top 26 prospects in Michigan's 2022 class and the number 52 safety in the nation. That's the latest from Michigan. I'm Lorne Plant. If you're a high school athlete with the dream of playing college sports, Lawrence Technological University wants you to recruit yourself. LTU offers over 24 varsity sports for men and women, along with several dozen world-class undergraduate programs. Athletic and academic scholarships are available in all sports, including its newest additions, competitive cheer and dance, esports, women's hockey, and men's and women's track and field. Visit LTUathletics.com and recruit yourself. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
This is Scott Burnstein from Indiana. The number 1 football player in the state's junior class, Charlestown behemoth Keontae Goodwin, committed to Kentucky over the weekend. The 6'7", 305-pound Goodwin, a top 10 prospect in the nation at offensive tackle, moved to the Hoosier State last summer from the Louisville area. The up-and-coming Wildcats under Mark Stoops got the nod over perennial powerhouses Alabama, Ohio State, and Clemson. Michigan State was his 5th choice. Brand new Bloomington South sophomore safety Day McCullough committed to Indiana University last week, deciding to stay put in his freshly minted B-Town stomping grounds for his college pigskin while becoming the program's most highly valued recruit in history. The McCullough brothers landed in Bloomington in February with their dad, Dillon, who accepted the job as the Indiana University associate head coach after being an assistant with the Kansas City Chiefs the past few years. Last season, the McCulloughs led their previous high school team to the state finals in Kansas. New Prairie junior offensive tackle Hunter Whitenack visited Illinois 2 weekends ago and then committed to the Fighting Illini on Monday. The workhorse 6'6", 320-pounder picked Illinois over Cincinnati, Central Michigan, Western Michigan, Ball State, and Tulane. Whitenack has considerable upside at the next level, displaying flawless fundamentals and an ironclad work ethic. Another sophomore continuing to get buzz on the recruiting trail is Indianapolis Crispus Attucks boys hoopster Jalen Hooks. He snagged his 2nd SEC offer from Georgia over the weekend. LSU offered earlier this month. Hooks is a 6'7" wing with hops, power around the rim, and a great motor baseline to baseline. He averaged 12 points and 6 boards per game for Crispus Attucks in 2021. Checking in from Indiana, this was Scott Burnstein.
I'm Ryan Van Dyke, back with another installment of Recruiting 101. Control the controllables. What have you done lately to make your teammates better? Be a leader. Sell the dream. You have to paint a vision so clear that others can see it too. So much so that their new belief ignites them into action. You know, whenever a quarterback has their first lesson with me, I ask them this question: what's the most important part of the throw? Most of them just stare at me. Others wildly guess accuracy or arm strength. But the most important part of the throw is the catch. The most important part of the message is how it's received. So sell the dream. If you want better pass protection, invite that 6'4", 300-pounder to join you in the weight room. Explain, hey man, I need you this year. I'm gonna help you out with this. Come follow me. Need another red zone target? Why don't you recruit some of your basketball friends to catch 10 to 15 touchdowns in front of a packed house? Sell the dream. Make the extra effort to reach a kid that doesn't have a great home life. Or wrestle away the PS5 from your buddies. Or be a protector for somebody who's getting bullied. It takes everyone, and it surely takes time. So don't count the days until the season starts. Make the days count now. Be worth following. It starts and ends with you. You have everything you need to get started. Be courageous, limit distractions, set the tone, build your team, lead from love, and control the controllables. Be grateful along the way and be humble when you get there. I'm Ryan Van Dyke with State Champs.
I want to thank the entire State Champs Scout team for this week's news. For more, please read the Scout team's weekly blogs by going to our website, statechampsnetwork.com. Click on the blog icon on the homepage and then State Champs Scout Team for more great content. And it's totally free. We ask that you follow State Champs Network on social media, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Liking and sharing our content is the best way to show your support. We'll be back next week with another edition of the State Champs Scout Show. I'm Dillon Morello. Thanks for watching.
State Champs Scout Show is proudly presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare.